Welcome. This teaching is going to be about feeling connected to your angels or your guides. When this teaching came across my path, it really changed everything for me. And it comes up quite often when I'm doing card readings for clients. I do intuitive card readings, and it's always really interesting, especially when you consider yourself a spiritual person, or maybe you have a good amount of faith, and that's awesome, which is exactly what I had. But I would get really frustrated because my connection wasn't there all the time to this higher power, and I didn't feel guided in every moment and every step I took. It just felt like sometimes in my hardest moments, there would be this big void there. Like I didn't feel guidance and I didn't feel supported, and I really felt abandoned in my sadness and kind of felt like I was left there to struggle. And then I would sort of build up this resentment towards my higher power or the angels. Like, if this is real and I've dedicated all of my life to exploring this, then really, where are you now? Like, I was pretty annoyed. So two things about that. The first thing was what I was doing right. What I was doing right in those moments was talking to my divine in a real way. So I would say, listen, I'm struggling, and the fact that I'm not feeling your presence is really upsetting to me, that I don't feel you and I need a sign. By doing that, by being authentic, like we were talking about in my gratitude teaching, it actually allows you to have a real relationship with that energy force, and you'll find that your gifts and your signs will come through stronger because you're able to be authentic and have inner integrity, which is really, really important. You don't have to be in this humility space if you're not feeling it and saying, oh, I'm so happy I'm going through this hard time because it's my path. If that's not what you feel, that's not what you feel. So it really makes more sense for you to be authentic. And then the second thing, and then it's really important, that shifted a lot for me, is understanding that you're not always meant to feel super guided, because sometimes you're meant to find your own inner strength. And this really reminds me of how I would behave as a teacher, because I've been a teacher for the last 15 years, from kids 2 months to 12 years. I did a lot of time working with 2-year-olds in preschool. And sometimes as a teacher, and I'm sure you can relate if you're a parent too, sometimes the best answer in how to handle kids that are misbehaving or doing a behavior that isn't the best behavior that you want to see, the best thing you can do for them is actively ignore them. Right? So it's not that you're not caring for them, and it's not that you're neglecting them. You're just actively ignoring the behavior so that they can find their own solution and be self-sufficient. And that's kind of what your angels are doing for you. So if you have this terrible fear of abandonment, or feeling like, you need to be supported and you can't be alone, then perhaps the best move your angels and your guides can do for you is to leave you alone, so that you can understand that you're gonna be okay regardless, and that you have everything you need inside of yourself to provide the guidance that you need inside of you. Because the fact is, you are your own divine, right? It's just easier to relate to something outside of yourself and talk to something outside of yourself, but you have all the answers that you need already inside. And when you're left in that void and you survive it, and you're able to go through the pain, you're going to have a lot more self-respect and self-love. And your angels and your guides, they will show up and give you those big signs exactly when you need them. And if you are feeling abandoned, you can say that too. Like, I need something to help me to get through this. And you will certainly get some kind of guidance in there. But just know, when you're just feeling that empty space, that actually is very purposeful. And I hope that helps you to relax like it did for me. It really helped me to relax. And from a relaxed state, that's when we can be in a more awakened state of mind, where we're open to the possibility of the universe, instead of that searching, clawing and grasping, right? We want everything immediate. We want everything to be fixed. We want everything to be resolved. But that's not for the highest good of your spirit's evolution. So sometimes enduring that pain and that period of not knowing is exactly what you need. So remember to subscribe and like this page so that you can hear some more of my teachings. And I'm always sending you so much love. Have a beautiful day.